sugar, spice, but not always nice. The Whirl Girls. Dorina, Steph, Roxy. They'll give anything a whirl.
Here we are for another episode of the Whirl Girls, where we're giving your questions a whirl and we're all scared crapless to move. Why are we scared to move? It's a whole thing. We'll get into it in a minute. I'm Roxy Stryer alongside Dorina Ariano.
Hey, hola, ¿cómo están? Happy Whirl Girl Wednesday. I got my mezcal ready to answer all the questions.
Yeah. Where's my mezcal? What happened?
Yeah, I want mezcal.
Why didn't you get it?
Yeah. I don't know. I got whiskey. That's pretty cool too, right?
Yeah,
Steph
it is.
DeBra in the house.
I've got wine. So pleased to join these fellow whores in this house.
Who's in
Who's
this
in
house?
this
Wait,
house?
so we're
There's
all
whores in
different? You've got the mezcal. You've got the wine. Is that ice cubes in your wine, Steph?
Listen, it's a weird kink I've been doing lately.
Oh, God.
What is that?
I've been putting on day-old wine. If you put it over ice, I swear it's like a refreshing taste you've been waiting for.
Okay.
I don't want to yuck your yum, but
Let me live.
well, cheers to all of you guys at home. Hopefully you join us with a nice drink right now. Today we're giving all of your questions a whirl, but we kind of had a powwow before this where D. Steph and I decided at least one of us would answer every one of your questions that are coming through the Streamlabs or Super Chat. Can you speak, Roxy? The Streamlabs. Streamlabs.com/thewhirlgirls and Super Chat, although we much prefer Streamlabs. Thank you very much. But not all of us are going to want to answer every question. We will try and we will do our very best. But if we are unwilling to answer a question, then we have to drink. We figured that was fair. You guys can let us know. But also, those are the rules of the game, and we're the ones making the rules. So you letting us know won't really make that much of a difference.
It is what it is.
It also sounds like a dare because now I want to be able to answer all the questions, but I'll probably just drink anyways.
Yeah, I'm going to drink throughout regardless. And also, I'm going to answer as many questions as possible. I feel like the one of us who's not going to answer as many questions, to be honest, throwing shade her way really quick, Steph DeBra, you've got some things you don't talk about.
Listen, I have limitations. I'm working through them, but yeah, I put the pause on a few things.
Yeah, I think I'll be able to answer almost every question, if not every question. And D, I can't imagine somebody asking a question that you are unwilling to answer.
Yeah, it's me.
I mean, I'm again too old for this shit. I don't care. It's all out there anyways. All the tech overlords own our private information, so who cares?
What are you talking about right now?
All your information is out there anyways.
That's true.
Yeah. So
Okay.
They've seen me naked at all of them.
Yeah.
Well, you want to know
I'm
what?
not
That makes them very lucky. Damn.
Exactly. And I'm not ashamed of my porn searches. So,
What you got? What's the most recent one? I'll start us off in our questions.
super chat me.
Okay,
Yeah.
somebody please super chat Dorina. I need to know her most recent porn search. Great question. So we already actually have had a ton come in today on the Streamlabs. Again, streamlabs.com/thewhirlgirls. I'm going to fully disclose everything right now. We much prefer it there because otherwise it comes directly to me and then I have to sort that shit out and I fucking suck at that. So please go to the Streamlabs. It's so much easier. Also, Streamlabs takes 3% and Super Chat takes 33%. So suck my dick, YouTube.
Yeah,
and thank you for letting us be on here. All right. So we did have some Super Chats and Streamlabs actually already. D, there was a Super Chat that came in, but it's not showing up right now because it came so early this morning. Can you hit us with it?
I can totally read it because I took a screenshot on my phone just in case so we don't miss you. Greg LeBeau, I believe. Thank you, Greg, for your very kind super chat. Roxy, what does a guy have to do to grab your attention during these hard times we are in? Just asking for a friend. And to Evil D, ¿cómo estás? ¿Cómo estás? And Steph, you know the vibes.
Yeah.
Okay. Listen, D, you texted me this and I thought this is where my head's at. I genuinely read that as what does a guy have to do to grab your ass during these times? So
does that mean that you want your ass grabbed because it's been lonely times or what's happening?
I mean, my ass could use a good grabbing.
Aw.
Let's be real. Thank you for awing me on that one. What do they have to do to get my attention? I mean, to be perfectly honest, I am not a slide in my DMs, let me date you kind of gal. So I don't know that there's anything somebody could do to get my attention via online right now. I think what would have to happen is like, I don't know, a guy, I would have to meet a guy at like a grocery store, and then maybe I would drop my oranges and he would help. I don't know anything helpful. What could anybody do during this time? It's so fucking hard. Is that I tried. I mean, I don't know. Or say something like really clever. I kind of fall for that shit.
Like, what if you're walking around on one of your whatever socially distanced walks, and like, what would a guy have to do?
You mean he's already on the walk with me?
Yeah. No. Like, if you run into some
if I ran
random
into
person,
him.
yeah.
Well, first of all, are we both in masks?
Yeah, I mean, that's a question for you. Would you talk to somebody if they weren't wearing a mask?
That's
right?
the problem. I'm only going to talk to somebody who's wearing a mask.
Right.
Yet, sorry
You
to be the
can't see their
shallow.
face.
Yet, sorry to be a shallow bitch, but what you look like?
Oh.
Yeah.
Is that fucked up?
Well, what would you want them to look like? Like what? Like are you like a specific taste, or do you have?
No, I have a bajillion types,
Right.
but some people just do not have oral hygiene. That's important to me. I'm very, very oral hygiene is like a huge, huge thing for me. And so some people are, missing tons of teeth or do a lot of meth or whatever's going on there.
That's why you're single, because people do.
So no, you're just like not trying to date a meth addict right now.
Not again.
Yeah,
So,
got
there you go, Greg. Don't if you're not a meth addict.
That wasn't a joke.
I mean, been there. Like, come on. No more rocks. We're done with the heroin and meth addicts.
No, we're growing and glowing. We're not doing that
And
anymore.
especially glowing because it's 95 degrees in my apartment. All right, now we're going to move over to the Streamlabs a little bit. Steph, what's going on in here?
All right. We had some funny ones. Of course, a lot of your minds went straight to sex. So love that journey for you guys too and us.
Grab my ass.
Let's start with the first one. Okay. So you said ask anything. So here it goes. This is from Sean Maroney. Anal sex. Have you tried it and do you like it? Straight to it.
All right, so who's going to I can definitely answer this. Is everybody okay answering this?
I can answer this.
Okay. I've never tried anal sex. I have had a finger in my butt and I appreciate that. So I think that maybe I would like it, but I don't know. And I have made like absolute statement, which I don't know why, when you make things when you're younger, I've decided I will never have anal sex until I'm with my husband. I don't know why that's the hole I'm protective over, but that hole is saved for one man and one man only, and that man is my husband. And also, if I died never having anal sex, I don't think I would be upset about it.
Okay, fair enough.
D?
I have apparently my again we're just gonna overshare since so many sex questions. My butthole is tight because I have tried it, and I know like a few years ago I tried it and it was fun, but I can't with most dicks. Like they're too big for it. So,
yeah.
But I very much enjoy fingers, like Roxy.
Yeah. Oh, good.
I haven't done it, and there's a few reasons why. But the main one, this is like the weirdest story ever, and I've told Roxy this, and I can't believe it happened to me. But when I was a year removed out of a relationship, don't ask me why I was in this position, but I'll just explain it. My friend was dating my friend was dating someone I was used to date, my ex's best friend. So we were at their house and we drank and like we ended up sleeping there. In the middle of the night, this motherfucker comes next to me and like literally tries to butt fuck me when I'm sleeping. And I flipped shit, like destroyed the house and then left, obviously. So ever since then, I'm just like, you know what? Maybe it's not for me right now in this path, life.
It's not really like a slip it in move.
I know,
like,
exactly.
Yeah. Not that anything really should be a slip it in move, but it's just like that's challenging. Like this
Yeah,
big,
like
this
you think I'm
big.
not gonna wake up? Like I have like pretty nice cheeks back there, so like you have to like maneuver. It's like it's not just like
It's like a search and rescue mission. All right, what else we got going on?
You do have nice cheeks there.
It's true. Okay, let me see. This one's coming from Sean Maroney, sticking with the sex things. What's something kinky you've done that the other two Whirl girls would be surprised to hear? This is going to be tough because I don't know that any of us would be surprised at any of each other's kinks.
Same. Yeah.
So
I mean, like, what's something you guys think that in general for you is like more kinky than other people?
So I definitely am not down with piss. That's a kink that I'm not into. So like if one of you told me that you like getting pissed on, I wouldn't judge you, but I also would know that about you and remember.
Yeah, I don't like fluids unless it's cum. Like
Yeah.
mine or his. Yeah.
So anything I mean something kinky you've done that you guys would be surprised about. There's nothing that would really shock you guys.
I don't think
no,
so
we're
either.
pretty open.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I'll drink for it just because we don't really have an answer, but it's not that like I'm unwilling to. All right.
Okay. Let's see. Hitman Hudson.
Yeah.
Another sex question there. Where is the clitoris exactly?
Ha!
It's a patch of skin above the vagina.
Don't laugh. I'd rather him ask.
Yeah.
No, it's such an important question.
Agreed.
It's just so crazy how many men don't know, but I'm glad you asked. It's the first step to recovery.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's a patch of skin above the vaginal hole, right? Does it even exist? I'm a virgin who went to school in Texas. Please help me learn this vital information. So, as I said on Twitter the other day to Roxy, the clitoris is actually a conspiracy created by Antifa. No, I'm kidding.
You should honestly Google because you'll be able to see an image that's going to explain it a little better than us. I mean, I guess I could pull one up. You guys talk.
Yeah, basically, like if this is like the vagina, the two like beautiful little labia majoras that keep the inside protected. Once that's open, the first thing you see, like that's protruding out, is the clit, and then the hole is the vagina.
Different people's protrude at different places, so I don't know that you can say like protruding.
No, it's all like none of it's inverted.
Right.
Yeah, okay. But the issue too is also like your labia. Everybody's labia is different, right? So like
that's true.
Some people have like bigger lips,
aren't covered.
Yeah, exactly. So like sometimes like I think dudes get confused that part of the lip is the clit, and sometimes it is. But it is like the first thing. Like if you have a graphic that's like you go from like if like right. You're literally there it is.
Yes, perfect.
So Roxy, the clitoris is the one that's labeled clitoris, and the anus is the one that we don't usually like to get slipped into. So hopefully that helps, and can't wait until you find it and try it.
Yeah, I hope you have fun, Hitman Huston.
I'm glad that you're curious, though, before you start having intercourse. That's going to make you a great partner.
Yeah, very good point. Very good point. Are you feeling bad that you laughed at his clitoris question?
Yeah,
now?
I do feel bad. You know why? That was a super dick move of me, pun intended, because your question is amazing. More men need to ask these questions and do some research.
Yes, I agree. Just quickly in here, I do see Joseph Ashley just was sending support. We appreciate that.
Thank you, Joseph.
Thank you to Joseph.
You are welcome for the educational video that we're making today.
Okay, Noah Denman in here says, what is one subject or skill that you have always wished you knew / were competent in that you've never had time for? I think we can all answer this.
Yeah.
Steph?
The first thing there's two things that I think of. Instruments, I used to play the flute, and I just wish I played the saxophone or piano or something to just jam out to and be good at. And then also dancing. I would love to take more dance classes and be able to actually bust a proper move as opposed to just shaking that ass.
D?
I'm pretty similar to Steph. I mean, I grew up playing musical instruments, but I composed a score for an indie film. So I would like to continue creating music, like not just DJing, but actually like, creating electronic music. I would love to do that I hope I find the time, because I would love it.
Mine's oh, sorry, did I
No,
just
go
cut you
ahead.
off? Mine would either be guitar or gymnastics. I grew up and was a little mini gymnast and then stopped doing that and lost my ability. And like if I could just break out into a backflip at a party, I'm kind of into that. So those would be the two.
I think anything with your, like, just being able to do cool tricks with your body, whether it's dancing.
Yeah.
Or athletic.
Like contortionists are wild.
Mhm.
Wild.
Like the Cirque du
Crazy.
Soleil people. Yeah.
All right, Steph, what's the next one?
All right.
I think it's Rob K.
Rob K. Dear Whirl Girls, my boss, let's call him Bruce, has developed a bad case of body odor. Ooh. Our friend Alfred tells me not to talk about it. How do I tell my boss without offending him? Sincerely, Tim Drake. Also on behalf of Jason Todd and Dick Grayson.
Wow, this is an amazing Batman comment.
Yeah.
This is tough. I think we've all had friends that smell like shit before. Right? I mean,
odor's hard.
Well, especially at Comic-Con.
Yeah.
That's really the worst body odor I've ever smelled in my life. So as I tell people at Comic-Con, it might be rude, but you could technically gift somebody a little like care package with like deodorant and stuff to clean yourself with.
Here's the truth. I have one friend to this day who really smells bad, and I have not told him, and I know that it would crush him if I told him, because he often talks about like being au natural and not wanting to get cancer with his choices of underarm stuff. So like he's living this life, and he always talks about like, isn't it amazing that I don't smell with all of my things? So I don't know what to say to him. I have told people in the past that they smell, because I would want to know if I smell. You guys know all the time I'm paranoid that I smell. So I'm just like, I feel like sometimes you need to just say, hey, is everything going okay? Honestly, like you seem a little out of it. And also, just to be perfectly honest with you, this is an uncomfortable conversation to have, but you have like an odor to you right now.
Really quick, Joe Star in the comments says, wow, screw you, Roxy. That's private stuff.
Joe!
No, Joe, you don't get a wife as hot as Torlin if you smell. I'm sorry.
Facts.
It just doesn't happen.
This is a really tough one, because people feel very self-conscious. This is one that's hard to approach. Like boogers or like something in your teeth, it's totally okay to say, and people welcome that. And they're like, thank you for telling me. But for some reason, odor is taken so offensively. I try to do I either say it, I've said it once straight up, like someone I know who didn't want to use like deodorants that cause cancer. I'm like, that's fine, but you like need to carry around wipes then, because you will sweat more. The other approach that you could do is, I don't know how close you are to this person, but you could like randomly bring it up and conversate in a group conversation. Just be like, it's so weird, like when people aren't like checking if they smell, or like, I just heard about this new deodorant that just zaps odor. You guys should try it.
Wow. I need an odor zapper. All right. Hopefully that helped. D, you want to hit us with Star Gonzalez?
Star Gonzalez, what's the most embarrassing thing that has ever happened to you that you can remember? I think we all have probably several embarrassing stories to share, I'm assuming.
Do you have one off the top of your head, D?
I mean, I can go back to like last week, or I can go back all the way to like elementary school when I pissed my uniform.
Ooh.
That was fun. And like,
did everybody know?
Oh yeah. I mean, for sure. Like it smelled. It was like my backpack. It got into my backpack. It was a whole thing. I had to be like sent home. So that was good.
Okay, that is a good one.
Now I never go out in public because of that.
Steph, do you know yours?
The first one that comes to mind, I think I've told you both this, is that in college I had just only kissed this guy once. We were making out for the first time, and I was super into him. And it was the winter time in Davis, so it was very dry, and I had never dealt with weather that dry before, and I didn't know how, like, I just wasn't prepared for what was going to happen. So we were making out for the first time, got like super intense, and like all of a sudden I started tasting like pennies in my mouth. And then he started, so he was like backed up and like obviously he tasted something too. And then I like look down and there's just blood everywhere. I have a massive bloody nose just like fueling out of my nostrils for like the next 20 minutes. I'm over this guy's sink that I barely know, just draining blood into his sinkhole. And he has to act all casual about it. I was mortified.
That's tough.
That's tough, but it's also kind of funny. Like, I'm sorry you went through it, but it's
sorry you swallowed my blood, bro. You want a date?
Yeah,
that was kind of what happened.
I'm trying to think of my most embarrassing. I don't know, because things that I was embarrassed of at the time, now I'm no longer embarrassed of. But I do remember once I brought a guy back home, and we were on a beach, and my ex-boyfriend came and from above the beach started throwing glass bottles at him. And I was very embarrassed because first of all, it was incredibly dangerous, but that's the kind of thing that makes me embarrassed. Like, this is my ex and he's being so immature, and it was just like such a shitty situation. And he was throwing fucking glass beer bottles at my new guy's head.
Yeah.
This was like embarrassing and gross. Before we lose
not your problem, but
yeah, I know, but just awful. Before we lose these, I want to get to a couple super chats. Christopher Sanchez. How hard were you ladies laughing when you heard Ben P-Word Shapiro's critique of WAP?
There's a horrors in this house. There's some horrors in this house.
There's some horrors in this house.
And it gets a lot more vulgar. A lot more vulgar. I mean, I was laughing so hard, but also like for sure, you don't see vaginas. Like, you don't know what that is, and you've never made a woman come in your life. So that's sad.
No, I think he showed us that's the biggest self-own I've ever seen on Twitter. That like the fact that he tweeted that, oh, it's actually a medical condition, so it's bad to have like wet vagina. What?
Wait, what?
Oh, you didn't see this part, Steph? Like, he just outed his wife for having the driest vagina.
Oh no, Sahara Desert Punani?
Yeah. I know.
See, this is the problem. This is WAP outed too many people, because if you were offended by it, you're telling something. There's something that needs to be figured out. Yeah, I thought it was hilarious. And then I was like, you know what? This poor woman that he's married to.
Yeah, that sucks. D, you want to take this one?
Mr. Vaju, hello. Hey, ladies. Dorina, just curious, if you and your husband decided before or after marriage to have an open relationship, does your boyfriend also have a girlfriend? We had talked about it before. When I first met my husband, when we obviously were not married, I was very honest about what I wanted in my life. And I said, I don't want to have kids. If you want to have kids, you should do someone else. I also don't know if I can commit to like one person for the rest of my life. Like, I've never been the, marriage material type of person. No, you obviously, believe in if other people are monogamous, that's great. It's just not for me. So we got married because I was and am really into him. He's a wonderful person. And thankfully, we are both individualistic enough and independent enough that eventually, after being monogamous for a few years, we opened our relationship. After we gathered trust and respect for each other. And then the next question was, oh, no, Frank does not have a girlfriend. He's completely satisfied with me for now.
I think that the most important part, like when you talk about a D, is just that you are constantly checking in with each other to make sure you're on the same page.
Yeah.
And being honest about like where it is that you're at what time you are at that thing, like whatever place in life that is. So
any relationship, whether it's monogamous or non-monogamous, you have to always communicate with each other.
Also, just showing support, John Eugene was popping in. We appreciate that, John. Thank you so much for that. A couple more super chats, and then we'll get back to the Streamlabs stuff.
All right, Randall MXD. Roxy should apologize for calling Joe Star stinky. But really, I just want to say one of my fave videos was just Roxy and Joe talking on fandom and really enjoying the Whirl girls.
Is it the time that he put lipstick on me?
That was incredible.
Oh, I miss that. He's the best. Sorry for calling you stinky. No, it's not Joe. I would tell Joe. Joe would be easy to tell because I'd be like, Joe, you fucking smell. That's how I would say it.
Yeah. And some friends I feel like would actually want us to tell them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like
I want to
friends-
tell you what you want.
Yeah.
You guys better tell me if I smell bad.
I would
'cause you know they're
100% tell you.
consistently smelling good, so something must be off if it's not.
100% I would tell you. D?
Jig Yoda. Would any of you consider creating an OnlyFans account? I've actually been thinking about creating a feet account. I think that would be hilarious and also hopefully make money.
I mean, you would make a ton of money,
Yeah.
but not this girl.
No?
Someone just told me about like the pose because I guess like when I was reading the book that I posted on my Instagram story, Roxy replied to it that she liked the photo, I think, and my feet were up, and I guess that's the pose. If you Google it,
I mean, you looked hot as hell.
show your body and feet. Thank you. So I guess that's like what people really like. Foot fetishers love to see, like the face and the feet at the same time. And I don't know, like. I never thought of myself as a person who would do that, but times are tough.
Yeah, it's weird times, man. You never know. Yeah.
But that's not the only thing OnlyFans are for. OnlyFans can do a lot of different stuff. So I definitely would consider it the same way that I'm on Patreon or whatever, but I feel like I have all these other platforms, and I do think OnlyFans is typically more for like nudie stuff. Which also like do your thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all the cameos in Cardi B, like Suki and Ruby Rose, they made bank on OnlyFans. Like one of them bought a Rolls Royce with OnlyFans money.
Damn, I like one.
There's 20-year-olds that are buying houses right now because they're OnlyFans.
You own a house.
Yeah. I do. Well, because we both bought it together. It's easier when you have a partner to buy it with than like by yourself. So
all right. 156 Impulse. You guys are amazing. Love this. Thank you. Thank you. One more in the super chat, and then we'll get back to Streamlabs. Steph, hit us.
All right. Joseph Ashley, I think you mean to say I like my friend. Should I tell I like her or move on? It depends what the vibes are. I feel like it's kind of easy to gauge what people are feeling or not. But if you've never had that discussion and it's only been friends, then I would personally want to have the discussion, because if you really, really like her, you don't want to let it go and then ask yourself for the rest of your life, what if? What do you guys think?
When I want something, I'm not capable of not fighting for it. So often in life, I don't get what I want, but never in life do I not go for what I want. So I don't know whether. Thank you. So I don't know that this is advice or more just me telling you what I would do, but I would 100% go for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that you can do it also in a way that's just friendly. Like as a friend, just be honest and say, hey, if I were you, this is what I would say. I'd be like, look, I'm into you. If you are not, if you only see me as a friend, totally cool. I'm just letting you know, shooting my shot. If not, let's go back to being friends. And that way you reduce the creep factor of like, possibly ruining the friendship, which if you're just honest with your friend, there's no reason why you guys would stop being friends.
Yeah.
All right, let's get back into the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/the Whirl Girls. Mike K in here says, what's the biggest penis size you've been with and the smallest? So I'll definitely answer this. D, I bet, would answer this. Steph, where are you at? I think you're going to drink.
Yeah. I'll wait. Come to me last. Let's see.
Okay. But also, what is the answer? Like, are we talking inches? Like, I haven't measured stuff.
Yeah. I just carry a miniature ruler around.
Yeah.
Okay, but you guys know. I
mean, there's
ish.
like a couple. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
All right, I'll answer first, and then maybe it will help you guys answer.
All right.
The smallest penis I have been with, I know very well. That I know way quicker than the biggest penis I've ever been with.
Like show?
I would say like literally the size of my thumb.
Yeah.
It was so small. Like, yes, it was so small, maybe a little bigger than that, but it was so small that it could not hold a condom. Like a condom came, like you could not, it would not go. Okay. So that's,
I hope he was good at oral.
No.
Yeah.
No, it didn't work. It didn't work out. Let's just say it did not work out.
Yeah. What about big?
That was brutal. The biggest, between a few different between a couple different people. I feel like it's hard to say at that point whether it's length or girth. Like if you've got a big dick, you've got a big penis. So probably like maybe, I don't know, 8 inches, which would be pretty effing huge.
So like
what is
that,
8?
right?
Like
8's like big.
we're like, it looks like we're voting for penises.
8's large and in charge. Okay, fine. You guys don't have answers, then drink your effing drinks.
No, I mean, look, both my husband and my boyfriend have perfectly decent sized, beautiful penises, but I can talk about the smallest one. Was in college, and he asked if I could give him a blowjob, and it was the easiest blowjob I've ever done. So I was like really good at the blowjob because it was so little.
Made you look so good, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Way to go.
But guys, if you have a small penis, nothing wrong with it. Just learn how to be good with your hands or your mouth.
Yes, completely. I've had really great experiences though in my life, but I will drink.
Frank said, "Don't lie, Dorina." I
wasn't lying.
No, she was telling the truth.
No, that was before you said your answer.
Oh, okay. All right, going back into the Streamlabs. D, I think we're on Chris.
Yes. Chris Martinez. Hey, Whirl Girls. Hope you have a great stream. Looking for some advice. What couple's costume should my girlfriend and I dress up as for Halloween? We're trying to find something we could do from home and preferably something nerdy. Thanks for the advice.
I mean, if you're home, it opens up a lot of options so you don't have to have masks on. Because if you have to have a mask on, you've got to incorporate it in your costume. So you got to do like a nurse kind of situation.
Or superhero.
Yeah.
Or be like Hooded Justice.
Yeah. But nerdy, obviously there's a bajillion comic booky ones.
I mean, you could also go like I've always wanted to dress up with Brennan, my husband. I always wanted to do like Cap and Bucky, or like Professor X and like Magneto.
Oh my God,
I feel like if you're staying home though, and you're with your significant other, if you're with your girlfriend, Chris, like for me, I like sexy ass Halloween costumes. Like I don't pull that silly shit on Halloween. If I'm with a man, I want to fucking look hot. So I don't know. Like this is your one day of the year. You can use any excuse to get her in any fantasy costume that you want. Go with something like just like a Poison Ivy, Black Canary, Black Widow. I mean,
Harley,
Sonya Blade. Like, do something. Yeah, Han and Leia,
Catwoman. Yeah. Ooh, Catwoman.
Especially if you're staying home, do your
Catwoman and Batman. That's sexy.
All right, Ryan. Giving or receiving oral sex? Question mark.
¿Por qué no los dos?
Well, I don't even understand how you could not. What is the question?
None of us are DJ Khaled, and none of us will refrain from pleasing partners, and vice versa. That is absolute horseshit and should not be illegal.
And
69 is my favorite number.
Steph, what's our next one? I think it's Ryan White.
Okay, Ryan White. Who is your favorite band or artist? Rox, I think, has this on deck.
Yeah, for sure. Red Hot Chili Peppers are my favorite band. Then Fleetwood Mac and Bruce Springsteen. Those are my faves.
This is the worst question because I love so many bands and artists.
This is the one Dorina drinks on and doesn't answer.
Because I grew up on like the Beatles and Mozart, but now I'm obsessed with like Polo and Pan and the Chemical Brothers. So
I like. It's hard, like the Beatles, but Nina Simone might be my favorite artist.
Right.
I didn't know.
Yeah.
Something new every day.
My soul.
More things coming in the super chat. Let's take a couple of these before we go back to the Streamlabs. Greg LeBeau said, Dorina, 2 favorite horror movies ever. Steph, what R&B are you listening to? Roxy, I think I'm good. I'm not a meth head. LOL. I'm telling you, I've got a past.
Greg's got a shot. 2 favorite horror movies ever. I grew up on Nightmare on Elm Street is the first horror movie I ever saw that terrified me, that I loved as a kid. And later on, my favorite Halloween movie is Trick or Treat, which is not as well known. If you haven't seen it, highly recommend.
I have been, for R&B, I've been listening to a lot of Snow Allegra. Georgia has just come out with a new song. And then Masego, Victoria Monet just dropped an album that I've been listening to. Brandy just dropped a fire new album, and also Moesha's on Netflix now, and it's like such a good show to just rewatch because it's so good.
Yeah.
Dude, Snow Allegra is awesome.
I didn't know she was so beautiful too. I was like sickened when I saw her after.
I don't even know what she looks like.
She's like this Persian queen who's just unreal. Yeah.
Guys, I love this one. Do you want to take it?
Sure. Sally Mercedes, no question, but I had a reading with Steffi a couple of hours ago and it was bomb. Thanks for having her on. That reading was just what I needed. I love that. Sally,
That's great.
Guys watched that last week, we had a Steffi medium, astrologer, does all the things. And so check her out. That's really cool.
She said that she got a couple of clients after our stream, so I'm so happy about that. And I said, I feel like that's like a great birthday present that you could give somebody during quarantine.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, that would be legit. Okay.
Yeah.
156 Impulse says, question, for someone for being 5'3", what advice would you give someone who has low self-esteem? Because I always thought women wanted tall guys and has muscles. I used to get sad when I was younger. Good question, Steph. You're nodding pretty hard.
Yeah, totally. Because my brother is actually shorter, but like he's the cutest fucking person on earth. And he totally like comes with heat in other areas, which I think is like how it's supposed to be. Kind of like dick size. Like if you don't have a massive dick, there's other things that you can do to be a great partner. And there's so many things you can do if you don't have height to be a well sought after man. So I think it's like working on your confidence, because women really we smell that shit out and we love confidence. It's such a turn on. So the more that you can engage in self-love and really love who you are, the more that women will become attracted to that. And then also the talents that you have and the things that you have, amplify that shit. That's my advice.
I agree. Snaps to that.
And also, I mean, think about either fictional characters or famous couples. They totally exist where the guy is shorter than the girl. For my fellow nerds out there, Battlestar Galactica, Six, the clone, gorgeous tall model dating Gaius Baltar, who's this short, really smart guy. So it's out there.
In the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/The Whirl Girls. By the way, so many questions pouring in. You guys are amazing. Ryan White says, what is your favorite color?
Apparently, Steph's favorite color is wine.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And green, like the bottle of my wine, baby. Green like money trees.
I feel like so Dee's answer is black. Steph's answer is green. Dee will bring a little bit of red into there, and Steph can add her wine. Do you guys know my answer?
Is yours yellow?
Yeah.
So this is the thing. Yes, but that's a new development. So anybody from my past would be like, your answer is yellow? Because that's new for me. In the last 2 years, I've changed my favorite color. How strange is that?
Me too. I used to be aqua blue because that's my aquamarine is my birthstone. But for you, Rox, when I first met you, I would have been red.
Yeah.
100% red Roxy.
But I love yellow and I love pink and I love black. Also, I love gold. Gold is if that counted as a color that, but I don't feel like it counts as an answer.
Yeah.
All right. More Streamlabs. Dee, I think we're on Matthew Gold.
Question for all three of you. What's the craziest thing you have done in a club? I'm assuming he means a nightclub. Probably a long time ago in my 20s, doing some inappropriate stuff at a Vegas club for sure with some random guy.
Yeah, but is that inappropriate?
Well, not inappropriate. I mean, inappropriate in the puritanical society that we live in, right?
Oh,
but nothing
okay. No, it didn't say inappropriate. It just said craziest. Okay, yeah, that counts then.
Yeah,
normal club shit. I don't think I've done anything ridiculous. I'm always on the table doing the thing. Definitely drugs, sex, all the stuff. Those things.
And
all
yellow.
Right.
Well, dressed in
yellow. Steph, Evan Reyes.
Okay. Hello, ladies. Love you all. I'm just going to ask, what is women's obsession with men's height? I'm a good dude. I'm in good shape, but I'm all of 5'5". It's literally the one thing I can't change. Is this important to any of you? Really need some insight.
So we just kind of talked about that a little bit, but what I'll add on to that is to me, the good shape really helps. I know that sounds like a crazy thing, but to me, it shows that you take care of yourself. I would much rather somebody who's short that's in good shape than somebody who's really tall who's not, because I want an active partner. I love to hike. I love to camp. I love to do things. So I like to know that somebody is taking care of themselves. Also, similar to Steph's brother, my brother is extremely short too, and I'm very short, and my dad's short. So maybe because I was always around short men, but the height thing really isn't a thing for me. I just like to not feel bigger than somebody. Like I could so I would rather a little size on somebody than care about the height.
I also think that there's an interesting thing that happens with social media where a minority opinion is really loud. And I think that is one with height. I think there are women who feel really comfortable with saying, I want 6 foot and up, period. But you're forgetting there's like a lot of other women that just aren't saying anything, but they don't feel that way.
Good point.
Yeah.
Good point.
But yeah, there's there's definitely guys I've been attracted to that are shorter than me. And it's basically what Roxy's saying. If they take care of themselves, like to me, more so than hiking, you got to be in good shape to be good in bed, like to be active in bed. So if you want to have good sex, you got to take care of your heart.
Yeah, how's that cholesterol, boy?
I got to say that is so true, D. That is so true.
Yeah.
In the super chat, I can take this one really quick. Chrissy Howard says, guys, what's up with AfterBuzz? I'm going crazy. AfterBuzz is on a summer hiatus. So for anybody who's a big fan of their video, they've been on a hiatus for the summer, but they will be back. And also in the meantime, you can check out their editorial on the website, AfterBuzzTV.com. They're publishing nonstop articles and also their social media. They're keeping you up to date with everything. Let's go back into the Streamlabs. We got to bang through some of these because we're getting so many in.
Yeah, thank you guys. Thank you guys and gals and vampires and everyone out there.
Adam said, what's the shortest a guy has lasted with you?
Like,
short.
I mean, I definitely
short. Second,
definitely I've made guys come on purpose really fast, but not like while they're in there because I don't want to waste it.
Yeah, but like yeah, totally. But I feel like in the times where you like can't really, you're not like, they're not your partners, so you can't really communicate with them.
Oh, well, see, I've never had that problem because I always tell them, like, I'm like, look, this isn't working out, and then I'm just like, get out, like, go outside, like, get out of my vagina.
Yeah.
Seconds.
I would say
seconds.
Yeah, seconds.
Okay. Spidey Sensei says, Spidey Sensei 72. Steph, you want to take this one?
Yes. Spidey Sensei 72. Question: what's Steph's idea of the perfect date from start to finish? You know, it's so funny. I just got asked this question of what my favorite date is. So I guess I'll say what it is. And I think that's my perfect date. It was an outdoor picnic, but this guy like brought a duffel bag of like all Steph's essentials. I'm talking.
Wait, who?
BB.
Oh, no way.
Yeah. Incense, music, blanket, pillows, books, food, wine, weed, and just good vibes. And it was like talking, chilling, just hanging out, people watching, vibing. It was so like Steph's dream.
Spidey Sensei, take notes. Frank also wants us to, Dorina, don't lie about
I was talking about you. No, I'm kidding.
Okay, D, will you hit us
another
with Ryan?
one? Yeah, we got another one from Ryan White's asking, what is your favorite type of flower? If you guys have a favorite type of flower.
Oh, peony.
Where are you freaking looking?
We skipped one.
Oh, thanks. I
Peonies.
love orchids.
Orchids are nice. Black roses, because they're hard to find.
Shocked. Okay, great.
Of
Ryan
course,
White also said, who is one or some of the best celebrities you have met? I always have a really hard time answering this question.
I have one that's 100% the one.
Who is it?
Chappelle.
Really?
Oh,
yeah.
What was your experience like?
Awesome. I met him at a restaurant with a friend who knew him. So it was like cool. It was like a cool introduction where we could like actually sit down and talk for a few minutes. And it was like, he was funny as fuck and just super nice and welcoming and awesome. And I he's my favorite comedian ever. I think he's the GOAT. So it was a true pleasure.
That's awesome.
That's amazing. I guess I'll go with Jay Muse because we met and then worked together for a while, and then he put me in the first movie I was ever in. So, and he's also hysterical and bizarro, so he would be mine.
That's awesome. I guess I would think it was at one of the Avengers premiere. I think it was Civil War actually, and we had this like small after party with the cast, and Paul Rudd was my favorite person there because we just talked about bad movies the whole night and got drunk, and it was great. And he was super chill because you could tell the rest of the cast was nervous. Most actors when they're around these parties get really like frazzled, and he was just super chill, talking about Windy City Heat and Miami Connection and all these weird things that I love. So he's wonderful.
Wait, just because I think that this is funny, Pink Sweet says, "Gosh, Drina is so pretty. It's a little irritating."
I agree.
I'm sorry to irritate you.
Yeah, sometimes I look at her and I'm like,
it's a little irritating.
Well,
all right,
your guys' beauty irritates me too.
let's go bang through some of these. Glenn Caesar, always so generous and incredible. Thank you so much. Says, hello, Roxy, Dorina, and Steph. Happy #World Girl Wednesday evening. I don't have a question, just wanted to support the three of you, but I'm still looking forward to this episode and all of the fun stuff you've got planned. Love you. #The Whirl Girls are all awesome. Thank you, Glenn. You're amazing. But then Glenn decided to change his mind. He did have a question. Okay, Roxy, since you asked for it, here you go. Dorina, what's your most recent porn scene?
Let me look it up. I'm sure it was something to do with like either spanking or femdom stuff or like CBT.
I think we believe you. I don't think we need to look at like exactly which one of those, but way to go. I liked hearing about it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I also recommend Weston Iro in the Streamlabs. Thank you, Weston Iro, for your contribution. Still don't know when nor where my next check is coming from, but we're here for World Girls Mania. I feel like a conservative watching this, which I'm certainly not, but I'm here for this. What's your favorite personal revenge story? Ooh.
I have to be 1000% honest. I don't think I've ever gotten revenge on anybody a day in my life.
yeah.
It's so not who I am.
But don't you think you've gotten revenge in a way of just being awesome and successful?
Yeah. Okay. So
I wouldn't call that revenge.
Yeah, if that was considered revenge, I just did that. Like this past year, I feel like.
Thank you. Next.
Yeah.
I feel like I really was like, Steph, this is your time to flap those wings and grow, and I did it.
Yeah.
You are a walking revenge story.
I'm still growing, but like obviously, I think I did a lot this year.
I'm gonna legit drink to this one because I don't know.
But revenge is a weird thing, and I don't suggest anyone ever do that because it won't feed your happiness.
Yeah, do you have one?
I don't think it's revenge, but it's definitely on the lines of I had this really crappy falling out with a friend a few years ago that was actually upset at the weird open relationship thing that my husband and I have, and it got really weird, and it was a very toxic thing, like making up lies about me cheating on my husband and all these weird things.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so it was sad.
I remember you telling me about this.
And so I never wish for people to like bad things happen to them. I instead of getting revenge, I'd rather them just become better humans and less toxic to other people. But I guess in a way, revenge proves it's like I'm the happiest I've ever been in my personal life, in my situation. So I guess if that's a form of revenge, that works.
Fuck yeah. All right. So many. Holy crap, guys. Jack, would you rather give a hand job or a blow job?
The latter. Because
I feel like it's one and the same.
Yeah.
I can't remember the last time I gave like a straight up hand job with like nothing else going on.
Well, you tell me. I feel like that's not what people want.
It depends, because you can get gloves and lube and it's really fun.
But like the whole way through, that's the only thing you're doing?
Oh yeah. It's super fun if you get it all slippery with like some nice gloves, like sex gloves.
Okay. Words of wisdom from Dorina.
Yeah, I love that.
Steph, what do we got next? From Ryan, I think.
We've got, what was your favorite show from childhood? Right, like little kid.
Rugrats.
Gullah Gullah Island, Rugrats.
Doug.
Hey Arnold.
Yeah. Dexter's Laboratory, Cat Dog.
Yes.
Ren and Stimpy.
Keepers.
You guys are saying a lot.
Power.
Yeah.
Nickelodeon and Cartoon
We are
Network.
riders. Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. As a kid,
Yeah, I'm much younger than you guys. I was older than you guys, so probably the Disney Afternoon. Like I was obsessed with Darkwing Duck.
me too.
Animaniacs.
Yeah.
Yeah,
super
me
obsessed
too.
with Animaniacs.
Yeah.
Animaniacs.
Batman the Animated Series, my favorite
Yeah, me
cartoon of all
too.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I didn't watch that till I was a little older. That was scarier.
Yeah.
Gregory Castillo just says support. Thank you. Appreciate that. D, want to read the next few?
Sure. Marvel 78. Hey guys, question. I liked this girl for a while and I asked her out and she said no because she said we were just friends, but my feelings for her took a while to go away. It's wired talking to her. Maybe I can't take it being friends with her. I don't know what to do.
Oh, weird talking to her.
Sometimes I think that what you need to do in order to get clarity is to step back. So it doesn't mean you can't ever be her friend, but right now, if you still have feelings for her, those don't just go away by seeing somebody more. So you could possibly take a step back for even a couple of weeks, couple of months, whatever it is, reassess the situation. You'll have more clarity on it at least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah, that's hard because even whether you're friends with somebody that you have feelings for or not, like any relationship, everybody needs a break when you end something. I think it's just healthy to
Breathe.
take time for yourself.
Mm-hmm. All right, D, keep
Yeah.
going. Run us through some.
Leonard Kim, your date/partner is cooking you dinner. What would you want? There's a shortage on frozen shrimp. Sorry, Roxy.
Bastards.
Okay.
Nice steak,
Damn.
veggies, a little filet mignon.
Just
there you
the
go.
steak.
They said I couldn't have any fucking shrimp.
Right. I think I would like some salmon. Or if you could make some sukiyaki, which is like a traditional Japanese one.
The biggest ask stuff.
Sorry.
Man, I'm happy if somebody makes me a PB&J. Brendan actually, my husband just made delicious fish tacos today, so that made me very happy.
All right, let's see. Jig Yoda, would you be friends with someone you don't find good looking? And do any of you feel pressured about getting plastic surgery since you live in the plastic surgery capital of the USA, aka LA? I'll take this one first. For sure, I'd be friends with somebody that I didn't find good looking. Although when somebody's my friend, I typically end up finding them good looking because like looks to me, once you know somebody's personality, really morph.
Yeah.
And then in terms of plastic surgery, I don't feel pressure. It is insane how many people do get it. Probably one day when I don't know, maybe in my 40s, I might get some like lines or whatever it is. But I'm an actress and I need to emote. And so many performers cannot emote anymore. And that's fucking crazy. So I definitely am not touching my face. D, what's your thoughts?
Yes, I am attracted to all my friends. I think all my friends are hot just because I love them and they're the best. I actually have gotten plastic surgery. I got my ears. They were like, I used to have like Yoda ears and I got them pinned back, mostly because my mom says I should. So I did it like years ago.
Are you glad you did?
I mean, it's like whatever. Like it didn't change my face or anything, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, I was very self-conscious when I was a kid. I used to get like made fun of all the time. Like little kids would be like, "You look like Dopey from like Snow White," like in Spanish, right? Like Don.
You are my third close friend who's gotten that. My third.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, because I got like even the plastic surgeon was like, yeah, it only takes one kid in the yard at recess to tell you that you're ugly or whatever, and that's what happens. But I don't know if I would do something else. I don't feel the need to, but I also don't judge other people that do it.
Yeah, me neither. Steph, what do you?
Yeah, kind of in the same boat. I think when I'm in later 30s, 40s, maybe I might like introduce fillers into my life, but I haven't really thought about it yet. So not against it though.
Impulse 156 Impulse says, thanks for the advice, guys. I appreciate it. And also work out. So knowing that helps. Hugs. Good. Stay in shape, baby. It will help a lot of things. We're probably going to go long on this stream tonight, guys. So buckle up because we're in for some weird ass questions.
A lot of questions.
All right.
Steph, talk to me about Jack.
Jack, have you ever had a guy who couldn't make you come? If you did you say something?
Yes and yes.
So like guys, this mean like anyone you like had sex with?
Have you ever been with somebody who couldn't make you come?
Yeah, no, I definitely I'm all about pleasing the other person, but they better please me back or I'll say something.
Yeah.
For sure.
Steph's gonna drink.
Drink.
Enjoy that drink. Corey says, what are things you guys do to improve your mental health going through a rough patch and can't seem to get it together some days? Totally get that, Corey. D, any thoughts on this?
I go through ups and downs with my own issues with either depression or I used to get really bad panic attacks, especially when I first went through grief when a loved one died a few years ago. And I think the biggest thing that's helped me, especially this weird, wacky ass year where we're all stuck inside, is making sure I take care of my actual body and mind. Like it sounds like, generic, but it's true. Like if I for sure will feel better if I do not eat like Cheetos for every meal, and I will for sure eat better if I move, if I go out in the sun, little things like that you don't think help your body, but they really do. And the best thing for me is also just music. Like I think music saves lives. Like no matter how shitty in a mood I am, I can put on my Spotify and that like I'll just cry to music and it'll make me feel better.
Yeah.
Steph, what about you?
When I'm in a funk, I really try to buckle down on actually like eating too, because bad foods and like food dye and processed foods actually really, really affect me. And I try to work out, even if it's like walking, even if it's just like raising my knees while I stand watching TV, something to get your motions going. It helps. And then I say I'm a huge affirmation girl. So I'm looking in the mirror almost every day like, you are that bitch. You are beautiful. You're going to do this. You feel good. And then it starts to roll into those feelings actually coming into fruition.
You're like Stuart Smalley in SNL. I'm good enough. I'm smart enough.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yep.
My new thing, and anybody who watches my Live at the Roxy show already knows this, or Steph, who has heard me say it out loud multiple times. My new thing is when just say what's happening and put the word so in front of it and okay after it. So I just got dumped. Okay. And that's like literally how I've been dealing with everything. Or like, so Papo is very ill. Okay. And like then just saying something about saying it out loud and putting things out there and just say whatever it is, stating it. There's some power in that. That's my little quick tip.
Stating it or writing it. Like I actually, Roxy and I talked about on our stream today how we got like a little tiff yesterday, but it wasn't even, it was just like, we need to get off the phone with each other or else this is going to become something that shouldn't be something.
Amazing.
And every morning I've been journaling and I've been writing 3 pages down and I wrote it down. And as I was writing, I was like, I'm a little concerned of why this happened. And then as I was writing, I was like, wow, this doesn't mean shit. And I like at all. And so sometimes verbalizing it or writing it, you work through your emotions, but keeping it stuck in your head.
See what's important.
Yeah.
Hearing it out loud or writing it down. I agree. Chrissy said, I don't understand this one, Steph. Can you read it?
Steph, YK Charmed was your show, not sure how old. Yeah, OG Charmed was for sure my show growing up.
What's YK Charmed?
I don't know what like the original Charmed.
Oh.
Yeah, it was 100% one of my
shows.
shows.
Maybe you know YK, you know.
Oh, yeah. You know I'm a witch, and so is Rock and Karina.
100%. Greg reminded me that the color yellow means happiness and optimism, of enlightenment and creativity, sunshine and spring. Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah.
All right.
Okay.
All right, go ahead. Steph.
Ryan White in the Streamlabs. What is your favorite fast food chain or restaurant?
Ooh.
Rocks?
What's considered fast food? Like only the main ones? Because then I guess In-N-Out.
Yeah, same.
Tommy's chili cheeseburgers. They're the best. So fucking delicious.
Okay. Gingerbread. No. Sorry. Matt. Roxy, do you think that the small penis was a micro penis? Was it smaller than your hand?
Do you mean my hand like this or do you mean my hand like this? The answer to either is yes. So, yes.
Aww.
Okay.
Gingerbread.
Okay, gingerbread. Would you guys ever try wearing each other's wardrobes for a week? And what did you guys want to be when you were little?
I would love to try that. I would love to wear your guys' wardrobes for a week. That would be fucking awesome.
I like both of your styles. They're completely different from, well, they're kind of similar but different, but I would 100% wear it. Growing up, or when I was a little kid in my first kindergarten yearbook, the thing that was under my name, we had to fill out what we want to be when we grow up. It was first woman president.
There's still time, Steph. I actually wanted to be a marine biologist, but then I saw Jaws. And I got scared.
I want to be an actress since I was 3.
There you
Love
go.
that.
You're on your way. Gingerbread. We already asked
we
that.
did him.
The Beard
Yeah.
Man.
Mhm.
Love the Whirl girls in honor of the birth of my second child 2 days ago.
Woo!
Congratulations. Do you ladies want children someday? As I said earlier, I do not, but I love kids. I love my nieces. I love that all my friends that are having kids are raising super cool, smart kids. Just not
Steph's
for me.
being weird about this. So I don't even know. Yeah.
I don't know. The jury's still out. I don't know. Everyone around me seems to think it's 100% yes, I will be having kids, either biological or adopted. I am unsure with my career.
I want kids. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Mary Vizcarra.
Yes.
How long have you known each other, and what do you find most inspiring aspects of each other's personality or history?
That is the cutest fucking question I've ever heard.
Seriously, Larry, you're cute.
So we've known each other for different amounts of times. I think that Dee and Steph, you guys know each other through me starting like a year ago or something, right?
Yeah. Where did you and Roxy, did you and I meet through Collider?
I think Comic-Con.
Okay. Like not last one, but 2 years ago, maybe?
I think 3 years ago, Comic-Con, maybe. Somewhere, some nerd something, but we didn't start getting close until Collider.
Right.
And then Steph and I knew each other from work, also from AfterBuzz. So all of us within the last 3 years,
right?
Which is crazy.
And you guys met also 3 years ago?
I don't know which one of you I met first. Okay. It was probably right around the same time that I met both of you guys, just in different ways. Because Steph, when did you get to AfterBuzz?
In 2017, the August of 2017. So maybe
so 3 years ago. So it might have been literally. I might have met Dorina in the July and you in the August of that year.
Yeah.
Wow. We're getting old. It's been that long.
Inspiring things.
Inspiring aspects of each other's personality or history.
I think a lot of things.
So many things. I don't even know where to start.
I think that there's a reason we chose each other, because I think that we all just have an extreme passion for helping people and for wanting to try different things. It's literally what the Whirl Girls is, a kind of combination of those two things. But I like how ballsy you guys are. And I also just think you're both unabashedly 100% of the time yourselves. So I think I'm attracted to both of you for the same qualities.
Yeah, I would say that about both of you as well. And specifically to each of you, with Roxy, I just remember like immediately when we started working together, there's immediate respect for her. She's I just knew she was super hard worker, fantastic at her job, better than most of the people that I worked with.
Yeah,
and just really fucking just one of the people that I've seen just works the hardest. And so that's really inspiring to me. And then with Steph, she just has Steph is like a bruja. She just has this vibe about it's like a weird, maybe it's a Pisces thing, but you just chill me the fuck out. You just have this aura about you that you're a beautiful helper and just inspire people to smile. And I think in both ways, you're both obviously those things, but that's just the first thing I noticed about both of you that I really, really loved.
Remember when we were talking about anal sex?
No,
and micro penises?
Yeah, it's all in the same vein. Get it? No, but it's the same thing. Roxy, I think it's I'm obviously a fire spirit, but none of my signs, according to the beautiful Steffi last week, I'm not fire. So I think I'm attracted to the fire in Rox. She's pure fire, burning at 100% of the time. So that means everything she does is 100% and she's good at everything she fucking does. And that means friendship too. She's just the best. Dorina is one of a kind. When I describe Dorina, I'm this is the coolest person that you will ever meet, and she will teach you more about yourself, and you'll want to live life like her. So that's my answers.
This was really fucking cute. I'm going to move us on because we have very little time, but I love you guys so fucking much. Okay, let's see. Ryan White says, do you prefer beer, wine, or hard liquor? And what is your favorite of that kind?
Mezcal. Mezcal is life. There's nothing better than mezcal for me. I love it so much.
I'm hard liquor, and I am between mezcal, tequila, and whiskey.
Whiskey, same. Tequila and whiskey.
Okay, Rob, that's a fun question. How often do you masturbate?
I go completely up and down. Like sometimes not often, and sometimes non-fucking stop. Like I'm an inconsistent masturbator.
that sounds like a good name for an album.
That's actually my rapper name.
Inconsistent masturbator. I like coming before going to sleep. So whether it's me or somebody else doing it, I want to do it every night. It just relaxes me and puts me straight to bed. And Steph is drinking.
Good. Yeah. Good. Okay. Leonard Kim, which Marvel doesn't have to be MCU and DC doesn't have to be DCEU character do you think could make the best president? Also, if you have the time, VP as well. All right, let's decide it together. Let's pick one president and one VP.
I mean, obviously,
Cap.
I was thinking Superman or Cap because they seem to be the most ethical.
Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman as well. Yeah.
So a combination of them.
Yes.
Yeah. So why don't we make Wonder Woman president and then
I agree.
Cap can be
done. Jackson, would you rather be with a guy with a longer penis or thicker?
So Dorina opened up about her butthole, opening up about my vagina. I can't handle too thick.
Yeah.
She's very little.
Yeah, if it stretches too much.
She's little.
She's very little.
Is that how you talk about your vagina? You always use that word?
Hello, little.
I always talk about her as a separate being.
Yeah.
Inconsistent masturbator.
So I guess long, although then I get a stomach ache. Does that happen to you guys? Whatever.
Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah, like sometimes if it's too long, then it hits your pelvic floor, and that can hurt. You get like cramps.
Yeah,
there's that.
I like a good medium size.
Yeah.
Talking like it's a burger.
Okay, Robert Suarez, Panamanian singer and activist Ruben Blades has been a big inspiration for me. Which artists inspire you not just because of their art, but also their activism?
Oh, I don't know who that is.
Ruben Blades.
Okay, well, I still don't know.
It's like salsa, Latin jazz style stuff. Really cool. Oof. Okay. Artists that inspire but also because of their activism.
I guess I would say like the first person that comes to mind is Beyonce. I think that she's done a lot of good lately, but I know that there has to be, not lately, but I think she's the one that does stuff without saying it, which means that she really just is about that life. I know that there's a ton though that I just can't think of.
I would have to go with my favorite interview of all time, Tom Morello. I got to interview him when I was at Google, and he's obviously, if you guys don't know him, he's from Rage Against the Machine, who's always been a band that's all about, literally raging against the machine and fighting the power. And to this day, you see him still completely speaking out for those that are less fortunate than us. So I think he's awesome.
I guess I'm gonna drink. I don't know.
Might as well.
I mean, like, because every time I keep thinking of somebody, there's also something they did that really fucking pissed me off.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Activism is hard.
Okay,
right.
Cousin Vinny. Not trying to start shit, just genuinely curious. If you guys were each other's first choice to be in the Whirl Girls, like instead of Steph, did you first ask someone else? Also, the Whirl Girls give cooking for each other a whirl? Question mark?
Here's genuinely what happened.
So funny.
I just became obsessed with this idea and picked up the phone and called the two of you guys, and you were both in. That was the entire. I mean, that's
Period.
Period. Like I didn't think about anybody else. I didn't talk to anybody else. You guys didn't think about anybody. There was no. All the stories that are like, but then he was almost the drummer in the band, but then it was somebody else. That's like super duper not what happened here.
No.
Yeah, it was very organic. And when Roxy and I weren't working at Collider together anymore, like we definitely talked to each other and said we have to work together.
Yeah.
And so she called me. She's like, you got to meet my friend Steph, and that's how it all came about.
Yeah.
And then in terms of cooking for each other, we've definitely talked about introducing each other to each other's cultures and cooking in that way, or having a going to a restaurant that incorporates that.
What's your Japanese dish, Steph?
Sukiyaki. Some people call it skiyaki.
So I want that.
Yeah, I got you. And that has meat.
Oh yes. Here's what sucks about cooking for each other with our culture is Jews make shit food. I mean, some of our stuff is good. Some of it's really good. But like some Jewish food is whack.
Mexican is just like
Mexican and Japanese have the best food.
Yeah,
they're literally my favorite foods. Mexican, Japanese.
Same.
We make really good brisket. Matzo ball soup is dang. Like, we also have like filter fish and shit. It's just tough.
Okay, Jordan. I developed small feelings for a best friend. She found out a lot of these today. She found out and said we couldn't hang out one-on-one anymore. I told her that's not a friendship, so I broke off contact. 2 years later, it still hurts losing a mate. Losing a mate hurts more than a partner.
Especially when you wanted that mate to be your partner.
Yeah,
it fucking sucks and you got to mourn it. But I do think that it was your prerogative to not be her friend if you didn't want to be her friend.
Yeah.
And at some point, I think that hurt will subside. Because you did the thing that you needed to do. Can I jump in the super chat really quick before I keep scrolling? I can't even read the name. D.
Big Mo's movie review says Ruben Blades. Is in Fear the Walking Dead and Predator 2 as well. He's one of the greatest salseros ever.
What's a salsero?
It's literally like salsa, like the genre salsa, the music genre salsa.
Huh.
That you can dance to. Yeah.
Okay. Streamlabs again?
Okay. Christopher Sanchez, have you been with many men that in private enjoy attention paid to their butts, but in public would never admit it?
Wait, enjoy attention paid. Oh,
like they like butt stuff.
Like they like being stared at, you mean?
No, I think like put something in their butt.
Yeah.
I've actually never been with a man that had, or at least to the best of my knowledge, that liked butt stuff.
Same.
I think when I've asked them to try it, they end up liking it. But at first they're like, I don't know, I'm not into that. And then they're like, oh shit, I didn't know I would like this. So try it. You never know.
You do never know. All right. I am Ninja Panda. Just want to say you all look super good tonight. Also loving the show. Thank you so much. I am Ninja Panda.
Amazing.
Matt, ideal penis size. A lot of size questions.
It's like not the size, guys. It's what you do with it.
I do think it's partially the size.
If it's, too big, too small, I get it.
Frank, you know how we're going to be editing that reel together? Clip that out.
Yeah.
That's the moment.
You know what's so funny? My dad's walking by me as we're getting asked this question.
Hello.
As you're drinking your wine. Hi, Dad.
He loves the Whirl girls. Don't get it twisted.
So I would say ideal for me would probably be about like maybe this thick. Oh, don't do that symbol though, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And then probably maybe 7 inches.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But it's about those hips are underrated, baby. Let me tell you.
And also size.
Yeah. I mean, everything. Yeah.
It's all together. It's all melded.
It's a mixture. Okay. Timothy Williams. Hello, everyone. Just asking if you know any Aussie slang. If not, I'll give you 3 that me and mates use. Taking a shit. Quote, I'm going for a Brad Pitt. Drinking beers. Having some Richard Gere's. Or Britney Spears. Ripping a fart. Dropping a jam tart. I've never heard of
It sounds like you guys just rhyme shit.
Yeah.
No, but I told the other day my Aussie friend said something about I'm not here to fuck spiders. And apparently
yeah.
What
that
does that
means like I'm not
mean?
here to fuck around.
Because they
Oh.
have like massive insects, I think. They just
that makes
I don't know.
sense.
Yeah.
I've only heard a cold one, which is a beer, but I hear that now here.
Yeah,
But I
same.
don't know if that's Australian.
Shout out to Janine the Machine and Ellen and people in the chat who are saying size doesn't matter. Listen, every woman's allowed and every man is allowed to like a different thing.
Yeah, because your anatomy is different.
Yeah, for sure.
Things work different for everybody. So this is why communication is so important. So you can give what you need to give.
Caesar Augusto, if you only had one of these two options, which would you choose? Vote for Trump in 2020, whatever the other one is, which would affect a lot of people, or change your religious or non-religious beliefs for the rest of your life. I would change my religious beliefs.
Same.
I don't think you can really change them, but like I would literally rather do anything than vote.
Well, any of them have more good in it than that.
I'd rather be changed to any religion than have a wannabe tyrant.
You would see me at those churches where you close your eyes and put your hands up and sing before.
I'll fucking join a midsummer cult before that guy's still in power, like taking all our tax money and wasting it and giving it to his corrupt friends. Anyways, Dr. Ryan.
Yeah, go D.
Hello, girls. Describe what the Whirl Girls' main villain would be like. That's fun. Like,
no, whatever
I just
puts out a tornado. Rain.
Yeah.
What's up for tornado?
Like a Mojo Jojo from Powerpuff Girls.
Yes, that would be our villain. Mojo Jojo, perfect answer.
Mojo Jojo. Caesar Augusto. This was a second part of their question, I guess. That would only affect you, but for the rest of your life. This is about the religious thing. For the record, I would never vote for Trump. I just wanted to know what people will do or change to try to make a difference. All right, so we answered that. Hitman Hudson, D.
How many romantic gestures should a boyfriend make per month? I've never been in a serious relationship, but I've always thought I should buy, craft, or write something romantic for any future partner at least once a week.
I'm just laughing because I've never thought of it like that.
Yeah, I don't think there's like a time for me. I think it's just like make sure. I would say maybe try to at least have like time for each other once a week. Like especially like for me that I'm married, like we're so busy, we should we at least try to be like, okay, we're gonna watch like a movie once a week, or you know what I mean, or have dinner together once a week.
I think that is a romantic gesture.
Yeah, totally. And I think that it's every time what I do with friends now is like when I think about them, I'll say something to them or I'll do something for them. And with your partner, I'm sure there's a bunch of times that you think about them. So it could be like a nice little text, be like, thinking of you, you're an angel, whatever it is.
To be honest, and maybe this is just like hopeless romantic crazy person to me, every day I would like to do something romantic for my partner and something romantic done for me every day. That could be a little sticky note that's left on the fridge. To me, it's romantic when somebody does my laundry because I fucking think that's so hot when you're helpful. So like anything really could be romantic to me, but like you should do something for the other person as much as you can, I think.
Yeah, even just like literally like Roxy said, doing laundry. Like I said, like Brendan cooked me dinner tonight. That's
romantic
amazing.
as fuck. It's because it's helpful.
Yes.
That's my love.
Yeah, I saw him bring those fish tacos. I was like, oh, you want that WAP.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm telling you, I think it's WAP.
It's WAP.
But I told you that's a slur. I
know, but at the end of the song, she goes, WAP, WAP, WAP.
I'm concerned.
Well, maybe they're changing the slur to something nicer.
Okay. Dodger Ryan, have any of you girls been rejected by the opposite sex before? Yes.
Probably.
You guys have never been rejected?
I've never been broken up with, but I'm sure I've been rejected.
Wow. Actually, you guys can both go fuck yourselves. Both of you drink. Both of you fucking drink. Thank you. Paul wants to know favorite sex position. So, Steph, keep drinking.
Doggy style.
Mine too, D. Mine too.
It's so fun. You hit all the good spots.
For sure.
Great.
Yeah.
But you need a hand in there too, right?
Oh, all of it. Well, sure.
I don't need, but it's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. I like, just not me. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Mr. Vaju. Yeah, D.
Steph, what is your ethnicity, if you don't mind me asking? I know part Japanese, right?
Yes, correct. Japanese, mixed Middle Eastern. That's basically it.
All right, D, keep going.
Ryan G, are you guys loud during sex? Yes.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm that loud. I think I'm more like I don't think I'm that loud. I think I am vocal, but not like loud. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, wait till you get older, because I wasn't that loud when I was younger.
Yeah, because you got that your own house. It's like
No, it's just I think as you get older, my orgasms have just gotten better in general.
yeah,
I think
no,
just
no.
like,
I feel that. I'm with you.
right.
But it depends on the situation.
I don't think it's
Yeah,
I don't think it's about that for me. I just think I'm like I feel like there's a lot of passion, but not that much. It's not like loud.
right.
Yeah.
I'm loud in all other
Sex-
areas of my life.
Roxy wants you to know that her sex is just like normal sound.
No, yeah, it sounds okay. Big Mo's movie review, Puerto
Here's
Rican. Oh, I did that?
No,
What?
here's a Dorina comment.
Oh
too.
yeah, go ahead, D.
Oh, Puerto Rican food is freaking amazing as well, especially some arroz con gandules y pernil. Gotta have some tostones and alcapurrias as well. He's making me hungry, Big Mo.
Me too.
Yeah, also
Man.
it did sound better with her reading it.
Yeah, I
That
know.
is
That's
true.
why I sidetracked you. Sorry.
Thank you. Appreciate it. By the way, quick pause for a second, guys, because we have 213 people watching live right now. 171 thumbs up. We are an hour and 20 minutes into this fucking bitchin' stream right now. So obsessed with you guys. We are planning on doing the Whirl Girls Answer Your Questions once a month. And this, I think, probably confirmed that we will do it once a month. So thank you guys for being in here. Let's get back to the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/the Whirl Girls. D, what's happening?
Matt, thank you, Matt, for your question. Any advice on how to deal with anxiety got through a rough time at the moment? Yes, Matt. Earlier we talked about taking care of your body in general, either exercising, taking a walk, getting some sun, eating not Cheetos all the time, which I know is hard because I love Cheetos.
Me too.
Any other advice?
Yeah. Oh, were you asking me? Yeah. Do the thing that you don't fucking want to do. Mm-hmm. That's what I find. If I'm not feeling if I'm like, oh, I'm depressed and I don't want to get up, get the fuck up. If you're like, oh, I don't want to fucking get on the bike, I don't want to go for a walk, go for a fucking walk. If you're like, I don't want to talk to anybody right now, call your fucking friend, because it's your brain tricking you to be alone and not be active. So like whatever sounds like shit, fucking try it. And if you hate it, stop doing it. But like when I'm in my worst places, I don't want to fucking see anybody. I don't want to fucking be in the brightness. I don't even want to put on music. I just want to fucking curl up into a ball and drink myself to death. And those are exactly the things I cannot do, because I know then it will make it worse. So do what sounds like shit.
Agreed.
Yeah. And also when I have experienced personally like panic attacks, one thing that has helped me, at least not because one thing I would say that I learned in therapy is my therapist was like, don't think that you have to fix yourself. Like we all grow up with different mental health issues, depending whether it's genetic, depending it's from your atmosphere that you grew up in. But I would say that it's okay to feel shitty. Like remember that it's okay to feel shitty, but just keep in mind that you are gonna feel good again at some point.
Like realize what makes you feel good. So a lot of times it's like the simple things that anxiety affects for me is breathing. So I have to acknowledge that and then take a few deep breaths. I like to do yoga in the morning and then meditate after. If you can like assign even take away 10 minutes of your day to do a breathing technique, I think it will help calm you down so you can do the next step.
Agreed. D, what else?
Matt again. Rox, did you bring up his size at all to him? What did you think when you saw it?
So full disclosure, this is somebody I dated for a while. And so he actually warned me prior. He had to say something to me, which I appreciated because I don't know what I would have done had I gotten down there and not known. Mm-hmm. So I didn't have to say anything to him. He said something to me. And it sucked. And we struggled because also we had to figure out how to have safe sex because he couldn't keep a condom on.
Right.
Which is challenging. They make special things for that. Like small condoms. It's like the opposite of a Magnum.
What is it called?
I forget what it was called. It was like an off-brand Amazon purchase. Sorry, D. But okay. yeah, definitely we talked about it because we had to find other ways to make me figure things out. But ultimately it didn't work out for other reasons and that. Okay. Cool.
Oh, cool. Ryan White, you want to take this one, Steph?
Yes. Thank you for answering all my questions. Everyone, don't forget to subscribe to their new channel, Facts. Ryan White, thanks for saying that. We're at the Whirl Girls. We have our separate YouTube channel that we will be doing some fun stuff coming up.
So I do see we've hit 416 subscribers over there. We have to hit 1,000 by the last Wednesday of this month. So please, if you're not already subscribed there, please go over. Actually, before we take a couple more questions before we get out of here, Steph, do you want to talk a little bit about our plan for the coming week on the channel?
So in an effort to like really gain viewership and like all of you guys joining us on that page, we are going to be streaming there a lot more in addition to the episodes that we will be dropping in the future directly to that page only. So tomorrow night, Roxy and I will be streaming. We're hopefully going to have one of our massive crew members, Cameron Rice, who directed our whiskey episode and directed our next episode coming out. He is fantastic, and hopefully we're having him on for an episode. Either way, Roxy and I will be there. Friday, Dorina and I will be streaming, and it'll be Friday night as well. And we are going to be talking about new music that's dropping Friday, because a lot of times new music drops Friday, and then also new movies dropping on streaming sites. This week, it's Roxy, what's it called with Jamie Foxx?
Yeah, what the fuck is it?
Jordan Levitt.
Something power.
It's 2 words.
Something power.
Power.
We're going to be watching it and giving a non-spoiler review.
Project Power.
And then Project Power. And then Sunday night, we're going to be streaming, all 3 of us, and we're going to do a wind down. So that means grab your wine with us, and we will be debriefing the week as a whole, as well as giving our top 5 moments for better or worse.
So
yes,
again, full disclosure, because we always like to be honest with you guys, we need to hit 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watched hours on that channel before we can monetize the channel. So we are going to do everything we can to do that. We're going to continue with Whirl Girl Wednesdays always, but until we hit those 4,000 watched hours, 1,000 subscribers, we're trying to come up with additional content and ways to give you guys new, fresh things to be watching and help us hit those hours. So please subscribe. Again, when I said that we have 416 subscribers right now, now we have 426. So 10 of you guys listened to me and we're like, I'm fucking hitting that button. And you're going to want to, because we are putting out 3 different things in the next 4 days. So please go over there.
And even if you just rewatch our stuff, even if you have it played in the background, as long as we get those clicks, we really appreciate it.
Share it, like it, leave comments after the fact, all that.
Shimmy with it. What's that even mean? All right. Streamlabs.com/the Whirl Girls. All right. What do we got, D?
The Beard Man. Thank you for the congratulations. Now let's get weird. F, marry, kill the 3 guys on Friends.
Ooh, okay. Think about this literally all the time.
Probably marry Joey.
Really? You're going to marry him?
Yeah, because he's like the dumb, nice one. I hate Ross and Chandler, so I would probably fuck Chandler and kill Ross.
Wow.
Maybe? Yeah.
So that is a very strange answer. Steph, do you even watch enough to know?
No, but I'll just guess. I think I'd kill Ross, marry Chandler, Joey.
Yeah. I mean, funny enough, I feel like my exes are more similar to Ross, but I think I'm going to kill Ross and I'm going to marry Chandler and I'm going to fuck Joey. So there is that.
Answer as Steph.
Wait, let me go to the super chat first. Big Mo's movie review. Just subscribe to the Whirl Girls. Can't for more videos. Maybe can't wait. It's always good to get a woman's perspective on a lot of things. Love you, girls. Love you back, Big Mo.
Love you.
Not only are you getting a woman's perspective, you're getting 3 women's perspective. Yeah, baby. What did she just say?
3 shimmies.
I'm here for it.
Shimmy. Wait, I'm really excited about this next one. You see it?
Yeah, the next Streamlabs.
Yeah.
Hey, the swaggy blurred Winston Marshall in the house. Can I whirl with you girls sometime? Love, Winston. As a matter of fact,
should we make an announcement? Drum roll, please.
Make an announcement, because next week for Whirl Girls Wednesdays, we are doing a spelling bee contest, and Winston Marshall is going to be our judge, who apparently also cannot spell for shit. So it's very.
But it doesn't
exciting.
matter. He's able to look at it. But here's the biggest piece of trash I've ever fucking heard in my life. And Winston, I need you to know this going into this. Dorina is full of shit.
What are you talking about?
She's claiming she can't spell, and she's the best speller I've ever met in my life. And this
You're
is
full of shit. I didn't say I couldn't spell. You just said that I was the best speller.
you are.
Like compared to you guys, if you're shitty about it,
Deep
doesn't
in
mean
the
I'm good at it.
streets.
We're so excited to have him on as our fourth and the guest, and I will be slipping you $20 bill, Winston, to pick me. Thank you. Rick in here says, would you rather you put a condom on the guy or him do it himself? Okay, so great question. Do you guys have a set answer for this, or does it change per guy or per time?
I don't have a preference. Whatever. Yeah, as long as it's safe sex, that's all I care about. Yeah, I think it's hot if either I'm putting it on him while we look at each other, or if he's putting it on himself while we're looking at each other. There you go.
Like you're staring?
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I agree with you, Darina, because the thing to me that is the least sexy is when you are doing something sexy and you're looking at that. I don't like when I'm like hooking up with somebody and they're looking at their penis or my vagina. Like I like to be like here, not like it feels like you're trying too hard. If you're like putting on a condom, you're just like staring at your own penis. I don't like that.
I mean, unless you're like missing it and you can't find it.
Yeah, but like
condom, but then
figure
you have
it
to
out.
look down.
Figure it out. Figure that out. Steph,
you guys
enjoy your drink. Okay.
Okay, who's next? Rick. Oh no, that was him. RDG. Steph's song dedication. Check out the R&B song by 4 p.m. Sukiyaki.
Oh, by Suki. Oh, by 4 p.m. Okay, I will. Thanks.
Huh. Hitman Hudson says, okay, so we all know Steph is a witch, but is she also a goddess? If so, how do we properly appreciate her godliness? Do we offer burnt food as sacrifice? Do we kneel before her if we ever see her in person? Do we treat women with respect and dignity?
Yeah, that part.
All
The
of it.
last part, yeah. All of it, but primarily the last part. If you just like enjoy women and respect them, I will respect you back. And that's how you can appreciate my godliness.
Super into it.
Nice.
D, hit me.
Timothy Williams. Worst food-related pickup line. For example, if you were a burger at McDonald's, you'd be a McGorgeous.
It's literally the first food pickup line I think I've ever heard. Do you guys hear a lot of food pickup lines?
I don't think so. But that's like a dad joke, so that's kind of dumb and funny. Like I might throw a smirk at that.
Really? Yeah, I like stupid shit like that too, actually. I guess we all have to drink because none of us could think of anything.
Yeah.
Okay. Salud.
Wait, if you were a booger, I'd pick you first. That's kind of food, right?
How?
Okay, I'll drink. I was forcing it.
I guess it's food if you eat your boogers. I mean,
listen, I've seen it. I don't
also,
like it.
Okay. I think that was our last Streamlabs, guys.
I believe so. I think
we have another one. We have another one that just came in from Ryan. Because you can't get through a Whirl Girls Ask Us Whatever You Want without this question. Do any of you have a foot fetish?
No, not at all.
Not that I know of, but I know people that do. And so, but that's why I want to start an OnlyFans feed account.
I went on a podcast once, not a podcast, a radio show, and talked about a situation with feet once and have been accused of having a foot fetish forever since. I do not have a foot fetish. I do not hate feet like other people do. I'm not fucking afraid of feet. So sue me. So I'm not fucking scared of feet. They're on somebody's body. The same way that your fingers are on somebody's body. I don't fucking care. It's not a fetish. I just don't dislike feet.
Roxy, I have a question for you.
What?
What if you found the perfect 7-inch penis
toe
like this, and like the guy loved eating cheese every day around you?
No, I hate it.
It wouldn't work out.
No,
even
cheese
if you found
smells and it's just like so gross. And then you like are cheese. By the way, shout out to our friend Jeff Graham. Steph loves eating boogers. This is a good point. Yeah.
What do you think these nails are for? Grabbing that bug.
All the feet fetish people. No, so I do not why is she yelling at us? Because I've been accused of having a foot fetish for several years. I went on Jim Norton and Sam Roberts and I told one story about fucking feet. One. So
Yeah,
one
I
story.
think that we can give Roxy credit if she actually did.
I would just say I have a
she would
foot
say it.
fetish.
Yeah, she wouldn't be ashamed.
We have another Streamlabs that just came in. Do you want to take this one?
Garth McMurray. I'm very late to this, so if this has been asked before, I'm sorry. When things get back to normal, where is the first place in the world you fly to visit for a week or more?
100% Boston. Obviously, I want to go home to see my family so bad. Not being able to see my family makes me want to just like cry in a corner. Was that a good answer?
Yeah. I'm lucky that I have my family close to me. So I probably would say somewhere amazing like Paris or Tokyo.
Yeah, I was supposed to go to Japan this summer right now, actually, in August. So I'm gonna go next summer if it will allow me.
Is it the universe?
Yeah, the universe.
All right, I do think that is our last one, guys. Thank you for making this Whirl Girl Wednesday incredibly successful. Oh God, guys, I'm obsessed with you. Another one just came in. Ryan White said, just to be clear, there are multiple Ryans donating. Yeah, I know. Don't worry, Ryan. We don't think you're the other Ryan. And also Joseph Ashley in the super chat. Who wins in which fight between Drina and Steph? It's a really tough call.
But I'll answer this. It would be Dorina.
What kind of a fight? What kind of a witch fight?
Yeah, I just think that she's a little bit more skilled than me, but in terms like I would be her understudy gladly.
Yeah, I don't think I could fight Steph. I don't think I'd be in a position. I think it'd be more like
what if it was a witch fight like Harry Potter, like Wingardium Leviosa?
Oh, with him and Draco?
Yeah, like, but you got like a
then if it was like Harry Potter, then I'd kick Steph's ass.
Yeah. Ask me in a few years, but right now I'm still she's my mentor.
Okay, all right. I am Ninja Panda. Can my cat get a shout out? She's right here. But what's your cat's name?
Shout out to the cat.
I am Ninja Panda. Cats are fucking awesome.
Yeah. I love all of these last minute ones coming in. While we're getting out of here, I'll keep looking to see if there's any more in the Streamlabs or the super chat that come in. But we do have more shows coming up. Steph, hit us one more time with what our schedule is on both this channel and the Whirl Girls YouTube page, which, by the way, we've gotten even more subscribers since last time I said.
Yes.
So hell yeah to the Whirl Girls who have now 435 subscribers.
Hell yeah. Each month we'll be giving you guys a schedule, so look for that on social media. But for the month of August, we are wrapping out with 2 more episodes. Next week we have the Spelling Bee with Winston. He will be our wonderful Spelling Bee host. And
what's that called? Our Spelling Bee like master?
Yeah, he's the Spelling Bee master, and he will be trolling us because I am sure it will be a miserable thing. And then the next week we will have our in real life episode, which it's a produced episode that we were in person for, and that will be Quarantine Crafts. That one will be epic. Look out for that the last Wednesday of the month. And then for this week, Roxy and I will be streaming tomorrow, Thursday evening, and then Friday evening, Dorina and I will be streaming, and then Sunday evening, all 3 of us will be streaming. So look at, put your, the notifications on for the Whirl Girls YouTube page, and then you'll be able to know when we start going live.
What is it?
Hello?
We should drink more wine.
Shout out to Glenn Caesar, who says any more watch-alongs for the Whirl Girls too. This is actually what Steph and I beefed about last night. Yes, I can't figure out how to do it, so Dorina and Steph will do it until one of them can show me how.
Yes.
I've been doing watch-alongs on my own channel, which, by the way, I'm doing watching Midsummer tomorrow with Mark Riley. So I will totally make Roxy and Steph watch something fun with me, like maybe The Matrix.
No, I'm not doing that. That's got to be for a specific subscriber amount. That's like a big one that we're holding.
Okay,
but something. Susie Easton, love the Q&A. The Whirl Girls are amazing. Susie, I'm obsessed with you. Susie's been an OG supporter.
Really
adore
cool
you.
Glasses, Susie.
Susie's the frickin' shit. So thank you. Dee, until the next time, where can they keep up with you? Talk about your streams too, because you've got some dance shit and whatever going on.
Yes. So, other than happily whirling with my Whirl girls, you can find me on my own channel, Bad Bruja, and I will basically be doing watch-alongs, playing video games, DJ streams where you can dance along with us. I specifically, as I mentioned, we're watching Midsummer tomorrow with Mark Riley. I also have a new show with John Roca called Impolite Truths. It's a political show from a humanist point of view that premiered last week. So thank you for everybody that joined. We will be back next Thursday at 7 p.m.
I saw a comment that somebody tweeted that was like, you guys are being PC. And I was like, just because they are on the right side of history means they're being politically correct. These are like two not PC very people. So
No, I've never been called PC before.
I know, it was kind of wild. Steph, what about you, babe?
All over social media at Steph Sabra, and then in the coming weeks, I will be dropping some knowledge for you guys, and as we prepare for voting in regards to the Congress and Senate and different positions that you can vote for that a lot of people don't realize are so important, other than the president.
I am everywhere at Roxy Stryer, and on this channel, youtube.com/Roxy Stryer, I will be live 1 p.m. live at the Roxy every single day. Thank you guys to all 200 plus of you guys who stayed this entire stream. We're completely obsessed with you. We love you. If you have suggestions for what we should give a whirl for September, please let us know. We already heard about our IRL episode that Steph pitched us. We can't tell you what it is yet, but it's going to be fucking awesome and bizarro. So let us know other things you think that we should do. We have some ideas, but we'd love to hear your thoughts. And just in general, it really does help with the algorithms if you leave a comment. So any question, comment, concern, whatever you got, we would love to hear it. We need some kind of an outro. Like, what should be our sign off phrase? Like, we'll whirl you later.
Whirl you later.
I don't know if that's good.
That's a mouthful.
Fuck it. Close enough for now. I want to close out with the picture of us, but instead, we'll just do this. Okay, peace. Lots of love. Bye, guys.
Find the clitoris.